Now friends, we'll discuss about palpitation. Palpitation is a common and sometimes frightening symptom that is usually due to a disorder of cardiac rhythm. Patients use the term to describe many sensations including an unusually erratic fast, slow or forceful heartbeat or even chest pain or breathlessness. Clinical assessment. Initial evaluation should concentrate on determining the likely mechanism of palpitation and whether or not there is significant underlying heart disease. A detailed description of the sensation is essential, and patients should be asked to describe their symptoms clearly or to demonstrate the sensation of rhythm by tapping with their hand. A provisional diagnosis can usually be made on the basis of a thorough history. Recurrent but short-lived bouts of an irregular heartbeat are usually due to atrial or ventricular extrasystoles, that is ectopic beats. Some patients will describe the experience as a flip or a jolt in the chest, while others report dropped or missed beats. Extrasystoles are often more frequent during periods of stress or debility. They can be triggered by alcohol or nicotine. Episodes of a pounding, forceful, and relatively fast 90 to 120 beat per minute heartbeat are a common manifestation of anxiety. These may also reflect a hyperdynamic circulation such as anemia, pregnancy, and thyrotoxicosis, and can occur in some forms of valve disease such as aortic regurgitation. Now, how to evaluate palpitation? Is the palpitation continuous or intermittent? Is the heartbeat regular or irregular? What is the approximate heart rate? Do symptoms occur in discrete attacks? Is the onset abrupt? How do attacks interminate? Are there any associated symptoms, chest pain, lightheadedness, polyuria, a feature of supraventricular tachycardia? Are there any precipitating factors such as exercise or alcohol excess? Is there a history of structural heart disease such as coronary artery disease or valvular heart disease? Discrete bouts of a very rapid over 120 beat per minute heartbeat are more likely to be due to a paroxysmal supraventricular or ventricular tachycardia. In contrast, episodes of atrial fibrillation typically present with irregular and usually rapid palpitation. Investigation. If initial assessment suggests that the palpitation is due to an arrhythmia, the diagnosis should be confirmed by an ECG recording during an episode using an ambulatory ECG monitor or a patient-activated ECG recorder. Additional investigations may be required depending on the nature of the arrhythmia. Now the management. Palpitation is usually benign, and even if the patient's symptoms are due to an arrhythmia, the outlook is good if there is no underlying structural heart disease. Most cases are due to an awareness of the normal heartbeat, a sinus tachycardia, or being extrasystoles, in which case an explanation and reassurance may be all that is required. Palpitation associated with pre-syncope or syncope may reflect more serious structural or electrical disease should be investigated without delay. Other arrhythmias may require treatment. A simple approach to the diagnosis of palpitation. Is the heartbeat regular? No. Consider ectopic beats or atrial fibrillation. Is the heartbeat regular? Yes. Are there discrete attacks of tachycardia more than 120 beats per minute? Yes. Consider supraventricular tachycardia or ventricular tachycardia. No, there is no discrete attacks of tachycardia. Consider sinus tachycardia, high stroke volume in anemia, anxiety, or valve disease. Thank you, friends.